Isn't that brain rot? Yeah, but like in a, like the same kind of brain rot you get from having like 2 pints of an IPA. Like, good brain rot. I stocked shelves overnight for 6 months. The podcast did not help. I honestly think I could be kind of a good cashier. I don't know about shelf stocker. I think I could be. I was having a great time cleaning my fridge. Mind you, that was literally for like 90 minutes maximum, but... You hate people, though? Yeah, but like people my age, they don't want to talk to the cashier either. It's only the boomers, and they're like increasingly short supply. It's a great time to buy low on the cashier industry. And I don't know, this is a privileged take. But I was going to say, from my limited experience, the worst thing about office work was just being bored and having nothing to do. Like, at least having something to do. It's different if you have your own office and there's no productivity software monitoring you, because then if you got nothing to do, you can just fuck off. But like, if you're in an office and you're like being supervised, but there's nothing to do, so you have to spend like more effort pretending that you're doing something and hiding that you're fucking off, like that's what is draining and makes every day that's 8 hours long feel like it's 12 hours long. But that's like... To be actually busy instead of filling like a third or more of your day with fake work. There's nobility in that, I think. Anyway, I'm just spitballing. I'm not trying to make any overarching takes. Huh? Who dares interrupt me? I'm sorry, we're not open yet. You can't come in like this. By the way, I know I said we were gonna have some gaming here, but I had to, now that Kate's in chat. Kate, did you see that Megan has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes? So are we going Thursday at midnight, or are we gonna like? I know the baby's not in daycare tomorrow. Is it okay? It's rated R probably, maybe PG-13. Are we okay? Can we take her to the movie? What if we took her to the movie, but we dressed her as Megan and told her to be quiet? People might think that she's like just a prop. I'm sure we've got some Megan-esque clothes. You know how there's a play area for kids in IKEA? Okay, I'm listening. They should do that at the movie theater. Actually, incredible idea. Kate, one of the all-time greatest ideas you've ever had, without a doubt. We would go see so many more movies. Because here's the thing, it's really hard for Kate and I to see a movie right now. Which is, like, it's not that big of a deal. But, like, usually we have to wait till she, like, goes to bed. Not Kate. We have to wait till the baby goes to bed. And then we, like, go see a movie at 9 p.m., which is crazy because we don't get out till, like, 11:15. And then maybe we don't get home till, like, almost midnight. And then we got to wake up at, like, 6:30 a.m. the next day. There's not a lot of movies that are worth that kind of investment. We're not even talking about, like, the financial stuff. But, like, to instead be able to see a movie at, like, 2 p.m. and just have our daughter be in, like, a McDonald's play place that's supervised by a licensed daycare provider would go crazy. That would be amazing. We have that at ours? How much would you pay for that? I mean, I would pay what we would have paid to the babysitter, probably. Just for the convenience of it. Plus, she'd be having a great time. You know, like with the babysitter is mostly just there to make sure, like, she's not gonna, turn the oven on accidentally or something like that. But if she was having fun in like a soft play place or something like that. They used to have that at the mall too when I was growing up. My parents used to drop me off at this like gymboree thing in the mall and then go shop for like an hour and a half. Anyway, would love to know your thoughts. I think it's a great idea. I would definitely pay minimum $20 like surcharge for a movie theater that had a daycare where you could put your kid in there for like 2 hours and they would have a great time. That's a minimum. You can now dive at night too. There are many vicious nocturnal fish at night, but you'll also see exotic fish. Always pay attention to the sushi bar's opening hours. I could also see why like a movie theater would never want to offer that, because there's a lot of liability, but on the other hand, okay, we need to serve moray curry. Honestly, brother, I'm just going to tell you, don't waste your time sitting here waiting for the moray curry. It's going to take us probably 3 in-game days to actually get the fish. Okay. Let's add it up. I can't believe this is only... I mean, we've been talking a lot, but also there's a lot of stuff going on in the game. This is like this is night 2 at the restaurant. They love this. I remember that. They love this. Add that to the menu and auto supply. They love this. Add this to the menu. Let's clear out some old inventory. Let's add the white spotted jellyfish. Let's add the comb jellyfish. That we just went out and got those, I think. Let's add Atlantic anglerfish. Holy cow, we got too much food. Let's get some giant trevally and some red lionfish sushi, okay? And then auto supply all of them. Oh, save jellyfish for the event. Oh, but if I delete it, oh, I have to swap, right? I have to swap. If I delete it, they go to the garbage. Does swap save them? Swap also deletes it? Okay, well, in that case, I guess I'll just farm more jellyfish. And don't auto-supply. Yeah, okay. And don't auto-supply those. Because then they'll only have 1 per day. That's not so bad. Not. Yes. Okay. And then let's open the sushi restaurant. Is this a restart? Nope. Not at all. Maybe we have to teach our other server how to pour tea. But I'm a little cash poor right now. Have you even seen Glass Onion yet? Let me stop you right there. I've seen nothing. And honestly, I feel condescended to. That it's been 1 week since I haven't seen the movie, and you're like, what are you waiting for? My ass is busy, dude. I know you're like, you keep saying that? Well, you keep asking questions that are insane to me. I'm sorry to say, but... If you stop asking insane questions, I'll stop giving you insane answers. Okay, hold on. I need to clean up a lot of mess here. People are getting very upset. Do you hear the money pouring in? It's a Beatles documentary, right? Like, it's the sequel to Get Back. It was a great day for us. Kate, honestly, I don't know if you've played this yet. You should play this. I think this game would be very much up your alley. Ooh, hockey stick graph. Someone left because it was too messy, I think, but... You've earned 4 Artisan's Flame. Joel. So true, so true. Revolver or Rubber Soul? It's very easy to tell people what the best Beatles albums are. The later the album was released, until Let It Be, the better the albums are. What's their worst album? I don't know, probably like... some shit that came out in like 1961. Yes, the Beatles. But like, I used to be a Revolver head, then I was a Sgt. Pepper man. These are all amazing albums, by the way. The older I get, the more I respect the meandering songwriting prowess of Abbey Road. Which also includes, as far as I'm concerned, the Abbey Road medley at the end of the album is the best Guided by Voices album ever released. Bob Pollard wishes he wrote, "She came in through the bathroom window." Serve more acre. I should upgrade myself once more. I'm too young for this still, but I love you. Thanks for entertaining me for years. Too young for what? Wait, what are you doing? Sorry, what are you talking about? First off, you're welcome, and also thank you for the kind words. But what do you mean? Too young for what? Too young to talk about the Beatles? Too young to watch Dave the Diver? I want to go to iDiver. No, we don't need to go lower. Maybe we don't need to upgrade. Where's the gift shop? They need to speak to the man? He'll shop. There we go. You can buy an underwater cargo box. Acquired items can be stored inside and will automatically be retrieved upon leaving the water. Sure, why not? Oxygen expansion. Expands the capacity of your oxygen by 10%. Sure, why not? And then I will head downwards, I suppose. I was born after 9/11, love Guided by Voices, but hate the Beatles. The Beatles are pretty sick, man. I think you're missing out. I get that it's very easy to fall into the, like, all popular bands are ass dilemma, just because, like, most of them are. But the Beatles did some great stuff, man. It's not all I want to hold your hand. Fish me. What is our control now? It's our super dash. Oh, of course. I knew that. They did drugs and did some Beach Boys shit that wasn't as good. Bro, listen, Pet Sounds is an amazing album. No doubt about it. But the rest of the Beach Boys catalog has a lot of ass in it. Like, as much as I could make fun of the Beatles for, like, I Want to Hold Your Hand, She Loves Me, Yeah, 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 that were just, like, you know, good, catchy songs with limited artistic merit. Like, the Beach Boys were that, but, like, all the songs, like, they have literally, like, 9 songs just about surfing. Just about surfing. Drop them all off, man. Drop them all off. Okay. Oh, the button I should be pressing is okay. Okay. Send it. And they'll be automatically rescued. Bro, you're crazy. Don't listen to anything after Revolver. What are you talking about? Sgt. Pepper's goes crazy, dude. White Album, Abbey Road, go crazy. Let me out. Okay, you're right. Jellyfish, some jellyfish today. In this cave. Stop it! Let me go! Sgt. Pepper's is one of their worst albums? You've lost your mind. You're living in a fantasy land. It's bait. It is bait. It's like, I'm not going in there. I give up. It's like saying your favorite Radiohead album is Pablo Honey. It's just a fundamentally disrespectable take. Anyway, listen, you guys gotta watch less Justin. You just keep in mind, and you glorify Justin's take on the Beatles. You gotta remember, his ass had Joan Jett as like an A-tier classic rock band. Is it because he loves rock and roll and wishes that she would put another dime in the jukebox, baby? Like, I just don't understand. Like, to put the Beatles in like the D tier and then be like Joan Jett is in the top tier. Like, have you lost your mind? No disrespect at all to Joan Jett. But like, she's no Paul, John, Ringo, and George. Oh no. I'm going to pass away. I've got an idea. Let's dive a little deeper. We already got 10 kilograms of fish out of this. Talking Heads better than the Beatles? Don't at them. I mean, at least that's like a reasonable take. I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. I'm not really that interested in, like, is X better than Y for the most part? I'm more interested in, like, you know, are they worth listening to? And those are both bands worth listening to. Insane take is, I love Revolver, I hate Sgt. Pepper's. If that's your real opinion, then I have my sympathies for you. But I think that you're putting on airs to, I don't know, simplify life or put off some kind of image of yourself. I'm not sure. Nothing wrong with Revolver, for the record. Unironically, Revolver's better. Okay, it'd be better, but like, don't listen to anything after Revolver is an insane take. It's bad faith. Why people base their whole personality around not liking the Beatles? I'm telling you, Jay, it's the same people. As soon as I put on my screen region, they go, "Oh, light mode. Oh." Look at their online dating profiles. 2 things you need to know about me. I don't like the Beatles, and all of my apps are in dark mode. I'm looting. Ooh, submerge me. Oh, to me, I am living. +2, you have described my friend. Listen, here's what I'm gonna say. I think it's perfectly fine as long as your friend is, like, under the age of, like, 26. I don't think you really, like, need to have a personality until you're 26. If you do, like, you're ahead of the game. Let's put it that way. He's 27? Alright, well, rip bozo. I'm 27. Well, I hope that your personality is not just what bands you don't like. Take it from somebody who's been down that road. If you were writing a biography of yourself and like paragraph 2 is I like listening to music and watching movies, then I don't know, you gotta just find something else. I don't know, learn how to make a sourdough or something like that. I can't harvest you. He's unharvestable. Ooh, you thought you were getting away. More O2 for me. When I told you to bake bread, you went off? Well, yeah, there's a difference. I was probably talking about like, hey, I've been really enjoying eating bread lately, and then you probably chimed in and said, why don't you make your own? And then I said, I'm busy and don't have the desire, and you said, I refuse to accept that. No, it's okay, you're busy, it's okay. Listen, people learn this little truth about adulthood at different stages, so I'm genuinely not personally attacking you, but when you ask someone if they want to do something and they say I'm busy, that's polite adult speak for I don't want to. Maybe not every time, but most of the time. So then when they're like, I'm busy, and you say, oh, don't worry, it'll only take a second, you have now become like a telemarketer minus the tele. Now I'm like, what magic words do I have to say to this person to get them to just allow me to live my own life? You're being exhausting. That would work, yeah. But then that's kind of like the nuclear option. Like, they're not going to want to talk to you ever again. Nope, not going that way. I don't think I'm going to bake a sourdough anytime soon. Because I honestly, the sourdough that I get from the grocery store is delicious enough. And I really can't beat the time investment required. But I do think I might become one of those psychos that, like, on Sundays, air fries, like, 5 sweet potatoes and then microwaves one of them for lunch every day. I could see myself becoming a sweet potato psycho. You'll turn orange from 1 sweet potato a day. I don't think people were eating that as like a staple back in the caveman days. Think anybody was like, oh, I don't like sweet potatoes, they're too sweet. Can I just get a regular potato? People would look at you and be like, what the hell's a regular potato? You know what would be a great battle? We should, and it wouldn't offend anybody, we should have a battle of old world foods versus new world foods. What? And this is like I presented, if possible, stripped of obviously all the problematic nature of colonialism. What world do you think wins? Because like the new world's got some crazy stuff. Corn, tomatoes, potatoes. But then the old world's got some bangers too, man. I'm sure. I can't think of them right now, but I'm sure they got a ton. It's not even close. It's the new world. Well, I mean, the old world's got rice. That's a top tier. That's a top tier staple. Cattle. Dude, cattle's a huge one. Onions, wheat. Wheat is crazy. I don't know. I'd have to think about it, man. I mean, it's a tough one. Old world has pizza? What are you talking about? Yeah, pizza back then. Pizza was invented in New York City in 1951. By John Pizza. Real and true. Dude, Italy must have felt so stupid when the tomato existed, or when they found out tomatoes existed. They were like, we've been making the pizza with I don't even know what they've been using. We've been making the pizza with tomato on pizza. That'll never work. Pizza's made with eggplant. We use tzatziki. We use tzatziki. I get that it's Greek. I'm just trying to make it work, okay? I make it a pizza. I don't pay it the taxes. Anyway. Fruit on a pizza. You can't put a tomato on a pizza. We'll figure it out. What's my ass doing down here? Oh, it doesn't matter. We got a boss fight. It's a fish. Is Italian the only safe accent? No. You can definitely still do southern US, but I think we're getting close to the point where that's going to become problematic. And you can definitely do New York and British, Australian, New Zealand, and Canadian. I'm going to follow the whale. Irish? I don't know. I do Scottish, but people tell me I shouldn't. Maybe that's just because it's bad, though. Midwestern's still on the table for sure. Oh, dude, Midwestern never left. Hey, I'm just checking in. Yeah, you too. I'm just checking in on the status of my Caesar salad. Cause it's been about 20 minutes since I ordered my Caesar salad. I'm just wondering if you're getting the recipe. If you're digging up, did you go on a flight to Rome and dig up Julius himself to get the recipe? Cause I could tell you, it's just romaine lettuce, ranch, and some garlic croutons. Incredible bit. Ranch. The joke is that in the Midwest, they have bad taste. -2. You've never eaten a garbage plate. You've never eaten Scrapple. You've never eaten a walking Fritos taco out of an aluminum potato chip. Shut the fuck up! Ranch is popular in the South, though. Ranch is popular everywhere, dude, because it tastes fucking delicious. Yeah, it's disgusting. I wish that it wasn't disgusting, but still tasted amazing. But that shit is, like, real tasty. Garbage plate is from Rochester, not the Midwest. Oh, come on, Rochester. You're like the Midwest of New York. Like, not geographically, but culturally speaking. Okay, I'm digging myself a hole here. Come on, though. You're gonna tell me, like, I know Buffalo is New York, but, like, you're gonna tell me Buffalo isn't the Midwest? Eating weird foods called beef on weck. Ooh. My horny ass could never live in Buffalo. So true. It's in many ways probably so true. I don't want to use this. I want to use this. Digging a hole where the chat gets in. Keeps my mind quite wandering. That's gotta be a Sgt. Pepper's jam, right? Yeah, there's no way. That's like right after Getting Better, for sure. It absolutely is. Find the Sea People Stone tablet. It do be. My horny ass could never kill a shark. Get eel? Where's the eel? Is it around here? Am I... Oh, it's you! Bite me. Yo, bro. Whoa! What the hell? Oh, you gotta get him at night. Okay, okay. Gotta get him at night. That's the thing. What the hell, dude? I'm just swimming. Yeah, I'm like pro ranch. Like I said, I wish it wasn't as delicious as it obviously is. You think it's possible the stone tablet might be in here? I will say, me personally, I would rather, as far as salad dressings go, I would rather dip something into ranch than put ranch on a salad. But I wouldn't be too picky about either, quite frankly. But like a celery stick dipped in ranch goes pretty hard. Also, like, and maybe we're getting into like too disgusting here, but like ranch flavored snacks, like the veggie straws. Veggie straws are pretty decent, but a veggie straw with ranch, ooh. Not dipped in ranch, but the ranch flavoring. Hello, Daniel. Sushi, 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 sushi. How was your date? There's a rare day I didn't get to see what Daniel was cooking today. Were you doing some diving yourself? I know you had suggested it could be in the cards at some point. He did. Well, well, well. Did you take the necessary advice of mashing spacebar past every piece of dialogue? He drowned 3 days in a row due to greed. I can't even pretend that that has not happened to me, honestly, so... My horny ass could never dive. Yes, mash space. It made the game much more enjoyable. I'm here to tell you, it's not gonna ever end. So, as far as I'm concerned, feel free to keep mashing space. And anything important, they will simply put an indicator on your HUD that is like, do this tomorrow. Ouch. Last question. Has this game made you order sushi IRL? Honest answer, I never have to be, I don't know if Kate's still here, I never have to be the person to instigate a sushi order. Because sushi is probably, if Kate says, hey, do you want to order something for dinner tonight? I would say minimum 50-50 we're getting sushi. 50% of the time she's going to want sushi. The other 50% of the time could be Korean food, could be Korean fried chicken. I'm trying to think of what else could be on the list there. And then if she lets me choose, I choose the, what a whiff. I choose like the most basic meal of all time. If she's like, you can pick tonight, I'm like, what about Nando's? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, what about Mexican? And she's like, fine. Daryl! I said 7 other restaurants. No, Greg. How did the real Mexican food compare to the Canadian Mexican food? I mean, I'm wary of drawing a conclusion from one restaurant. The Mexican restaurant we went to in San Diego, though, Casa Guadalajara. A couple of things I would say, okay? I want to make sure I'm not making any mistakes here. Much better, for sure. Reason it's better, number one, complimentary tortilla chips and salsa, which I understand is standard at most American Mexican restaurants, but in Canada is 50-50, and in Vancouver is like also rare. Usually the tortilla chips and the salsa come as like a paid appetizer, but they justify it by being like there's 2 kinds of salsa. Also, Canadian Mexican restaurants, in my experience, the menu prospects are quite narrow. There's burritos, burrito bowls, tacos, maybe some Mexican appetizer favorites like elotes. You might be able to, if you go to like a real Mexican restaurant, you might be able to get a mole or something like that. You might be able to get a torta, obviously the enchilada, chimichanga, burrito. But on the at Casa Guadalajara, the menu was like 95 items long. I had no idea what to order. I would also say, so that's a bonus, I think, because, you know, sometimes Mexican food, I'm sure it's got more bread than, as much as I love a taco, burrito, quesadilla, you know, to expand your horizon a little bit is nice too. And then the portion size was just ridiculous. Like, it was out of control. I said it before, but I ordered carne asada. So I didn't really get that exotic, but I ordered carne asada. It came with a very long steak, which is admittedly thin, but still, it's a big portion of beef. Refried beans. Mexican rice. Fresh flour tortillas. It came with an enchilada under the steak for some reason, and the whole plate was like this big. I couldn't even come close to finishing it. So I definitely feel like we're still getting grifted at the Canadian Mexican restaurants. That being said, I still go to them or eat from them on occasion, simply because they still do be tasting really good. It's still good either way. Excuse me, get zapped. There's no Korean restaurants where I live, but I still want to try it. What dish is simple but also authentic? This might... People might want to kill me for this take. If you've never really eaten Korean food, I don't think you should cook it at home. I don't think you're gonna get... There's too many... Like, if you've had it before, then I think maybe I'd go back on this, but there's too many, like, specialized ingredients that really help out the flavor. Like, I don't think if you look at, like, bibimbap and you're like, oh, it's just, like, julienne vegetables and, like, cooked ground beef and some spicy sauce, like, in a bowl mixed together. I mean, you gotta get some chamgirum, you can't just julienne whatever vegetables you want. You know, you gotta get the burdock, you gotta get the sea tangle, you gotta get, it's you don't want to be making the gamjatang without having the weird grains of flavor that are on top of the gamjatang. And you can't just use any hot sauce. It like, for it to be Korean food, it has to be gochujang. Or maybe, like, depending on what you're eating, it could be like cho gochujang. But, like, even that's like a little... Excuse me, don't zap me. You can't be using... Well, I mean, listen, I think you could make like a Korean-Mexican fusion maybe that uses Cholula or something like that. Korean and Mexican do seem to go very well together. That being said, you're right. Like, if you want it to even be like a reasonable facsimile, it needs to be gochujang for sure. I can't carry. My horny ass could never carry 3 jellyfish out of this cave. Yeah, like, to make Korean food at home, and, like, Kate does it all the time, but we make a trip to, like, H-Mart or Hanam supermarket, and then we buy shit that I've never seen before. Oligosaccharide syrup. Hold on. A giant oarfish. Blue plankton and giant oarfish would be perfect together. You have to do this for me. I'm going as fast as I can. I'm the best photographer of all time. What Korean dish should I eat as a picky eater? I mean, honestly, it's dealer's choice. Korean barbecue would be like the easiest answer of all time. Like, it's just grilled meat and some rice. And then, you know... Hey, I'm not a picky eater. Again, maybe people will want to kill me for this take. I'm not a picky eater, but I still don't eat most of the Korean side dishes. Everybody loves kimchi, okay? I love kimchi, of course. And I like the potato. But I'm not that into the bean sprouts. I'm not that into the The beans themselves, I'm not that into the... listen, I'll eat many varieties of pickled radish, okay? Oh, I love a cucumber kimchi. Maybe I do like most of them. I don't like, is it danmuji? I think I just OD'd on danmuji when I lived in Korea. I'm hoping there's an escape pod down here. There is one to the left. Let's go. Thank you, thank you. Let's discard, like, some fish I don't care about. We're still very over-kitted here. Whatever. Bro, don't attack me. Don't attack me. My oxygen. Escape pod on the left. Ooh. But wait. I'm Korean. Ryan is just making up words. Nah, this is slander. That person may be Korean, but they're gaslighting me. These are real words. Chomgi room, I said just to flex that I knew what it was, okay? It's just sesame oil. I'm just the guy. What about Doc Ball? I don't know. I felt like a hater because Justin was talking in our Discord. He was like, I really want to try Doc Ball one of these days. I was watching like a Korean street food video and it looked delicious. And then Rob was like, yeah, it looks so good. As someone who's eaten it, I was like, man, you guys are literally, you're missing out on nothing. Like Doc Ball is just... the only flavor is like spicy. Doc Ball is chicken feet. It's just like an incredibly spicy sauce. And then like, I don't even know how, it's kind of like eating chicken skin. Now, if you're talking about weird parts of the chicken gizzard, chicken hearts go crazy. But chicken feet, honestly, I don't think you're missing out on much. Cartilage, too. Like, there's that chain, that izakaya chain in Japan, where, like, I don't know, maybe with inflation it's different, but, like, when Kate and I would go there, like, everything on the menu was, like, 180 yen or something like that. That's where I ate all the gross parts of the chicken, and not all of them were gross. You ever had chokbal? Chokbal is pig feet. I have had it, and I also hate that. I told you I'm not a foot guy. I don't even know how to describe the... Dude, there's a lot of Korean food, I'll just be honest with you, I just don't like. I don't like jokbal, and I also don't like sundae, which is like Korean blood sausage. It's very popular. I also don't like makjang or gopjang, which are like different parts of pig intestines. Then they smell like shit and taste like gasoline to me, for whatever reason. We're not serving any moray curry. And I'm not drinking any frickin' Merlot. I don't like tteokbokki. I love Korean food, but I think the reason I don't like... I like Korean food is because I've had a lot of it, but I've had enough of it to also know what I don't like, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't like tteokbokki. I don't like naengmyeon. Trying to think of what else. I like almost... I hate budae-jjigae. Oh, if you're not familiar, okay, budae-jjigae is like... It's called Korean army stew. The supposed origin of it is that, like, It's basically just a stew of whatever you have on hand, but also they used rations from the American Army during the Korean War. So it has spam or cut up hot dogs in it, and also like baked beans. I fucking hate it. Like, that's definitely one of it. It's a very popular food. It's one of the few foods that I think I would actually rather starve. And I know that makes me, it's just a weird one. It makes me, I feel like a baby when I'm saying it, but like, I don't really like baked beans. The Korean sausage is also like, they didn't inherit like the European sausage culture. They inherited the American sausage culture, with no disrespect to America, okay? But like, rather than be into like bratwurst and stuff like that, the sausages in Korea are like predominantly completely uniform, like pink cylinders that are like, or Vienna sausages and stuff like that. I know that America has a diverse sausage culture. I'm just saying, like, that's not what they're eating. Anyway, that's all I got. But I like most Korean food. I like all the dupbops, all the bokkeumbap's. I like most of the soups. I like all the chungols. I like, Korean barbecue, of course. Bibimbap, yeah. Although I would always prefer a dolsop bibimbap to a regular bibimbap. But maybe that makes me a North American, which is true. Okay, is today Jellyfish Day? No, it's not even close. You like jjajangmyeon? I like it okay. Kate really likes jjajangmyeon. Bosam's okay. It's not my favorite. It's like, I don't know. I like sam in general. I don't really like bosam though. You should go get the eel. That's a great point. Hold on. When does the sushi restaurant open? Japchae? I'm not that. Listen, here's my japchae story is that, like, one of the first times I went to Kate's house for dinner, her mom made japchae, and just to be polite, it was good, don't get me wrong, but just to be polite, I was like, oh, I love this japchae. This is delicious. And then for like 5 years after that, every time I visited, they would make me japchae, and they would always tell me like, oh, like, it's really hard to make japchae, like it takes a lot of time, but because you love it so much, like, we always make it for you. And I had to tell Kate to tell her mom that, like, actually I don't like japchae that much. Sorry. Don't attack me. I'm just hunting amore. I fully accept that I'm the asshole in that situation, by the way. What George Harrison song is this? Same thing happened with my girlfriend's mom's chili. It's the thing, like, what are you supposed to say, right? Like, it was fine, don't get me wrong. It wasn't, like, unpleasant to eat, but if I'd known that being overly praising was gonna mean that I was gonna eat it, like, you know, once every 3 months for the next 5 years, I would have said, like, oh, it's good. I wouldn't have said, like, oh, it's the best japchae I've ever had in my life. You ever been to Santiago, Chile? Twice last year. What is japchae? It's not that serious, honestly. Like, it's glass noodles, and then like thinly sliced red peppers and other vegetables, maybe like some spinach in there. Where's my moray? It's not glass noodles. Well, it's dangmyeon, right? Isn't that glass noodles? They are clear. I don't know. I'm not an extreme noodle head. Night salt. Yes, they are called glass noodles. Okay, one guy, how do you feel right now? Look at that. The emote's for you. Moray! Is he going to sleep? He may go to sleep. It looks like he's going to sleep. 3 dots means he's going to sleep, right? Ooh, tough luck, buddy. Spacebar? Spacebar? Oh. I work at the Taco Bell of Korean food. We just call them sweet potato noodles. What's the Taco Bell of Korean food? It seems crazy that there's no, like... Korean food has not been franchised in that way. At least not... I mean, in Korea, obviously, there's Korean food chains, but... We don't really have Korean food chains in Canada, at least. You need 2? Fuck. Deji is one. Dude, okay, so we were at North Road Plaza, right? Going to Hanam. Sorry, this is way too, like, Burnaby pilled. But, there's a Dweji there. Dweji is famous for selling, like, enormous pork cutlets. Like, if you order from Dweji, it's, like, $8. They give you 2 enormous, like, katsu. You can get it with pork, you can get it with chicken, whatever. Also, like, macaroni, salad, also kimchi, also staggering, like, a pound of rice. Also, like it's so much food that it's almost disgusting. And we went to North Road Plaza. We found out that Dweji had gone out of business. It had been there for, like, 20 years. Kate said, how did it go out of business? I said, maybe they should stop selling, you know, $30 worth of food for $7. I felt bad, like, as soon as I said it. But also, I was like, there's no... Even, like, while ordering from it, I was like, this shit cannot be profitable. Like, it simply doesn't make sense. I would like to add some moray curry to the menu. Do I have to research it? Usually I have to research the dishes like that. No? Okay. I know someone said I need 2. I just want to make sure that it's not a one-guy situation. It is a one-guy situation. Who said it? Which one of you said it? Hide him. Let's not enhance. Let's just put it on the menu. White spotted jellyfish? We're not ready for that yet. We're not serving jellyfish. We can upgrade some giant trevallies, though. We can upgrade it once more. Costs us 6. I would be happy to. And then I would add that to the menu. What else we got? Red lionfish. Let's just add it to the menu. No jellyfish. Coral trout. I think we can use that for higher quality food later. Moray eel sushi. Barrel jellyfish, comb jellyfish, red bream. Okay, Pacific fanfish, let's add it to the menu. Titan triggerfish, do it up. Dusky grouper, add it on. And why not some red breams? And then auto supply. We're gonna auto supply everything. How do you feel about sundubu? It's a soft tofu soup. I am, I would say mildly positive. I'm mildly for it. It's not my favorite Korean soup. I mean, I go crazy for some gamjatang. We had gamjatang for dinner last night. Might even have it for dinner again tonight. Because the pot was so big, but... Samgyeopsal? Yeah, I mean, listen, of course I like samgyeopsal. It's just... It's like glorified bacon. Okay, starting effective immediately, our restaurant will no longer be serving tea. It is too much work. Now, obviously, you need to eat this. We're taking his ass back to the future. It is Ratatouille! Alright, I'm glad you're having like a moment or whatever, but I got bills to pay here. What'd you get? Come see me in the empty lot behind the building? He's gonna kill me? Where am I? Okay, okay. Hang on. I'm focusing. Focusing and... Pour so that about 20% is foam. Hey! Okay. I thought that was a horrendous pour. I'll be honest with you, it's not the first time I've done that. What a great day, though. Great day. 20% seems a little high. Listen, I would agree, but also at the same time, the Japanese beers, they do a little better with a little foam, honestly. A slightly foamier Sapporo, sure. Rather than just like... It looks, if you don't get at least a little head on a Sapporo, it just looks like a glass full of wheat juice. They love the fanfish sushi. Holy cow, we've been playing for like 2.5 hours. Let's go through all our tutorials and then pivot. Why is Jason in the kitchen? Bro, I spent $500 hiring Jason. Thanks to his help, we can now translate your words into the sea people's language. I can speak to the sea people. Mission updated. Speak with the sea people. Hi, Duff. You can enhance my guns. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just too much, man. Go to the empty lot behind the sushi bar. What the hell? Wow, what is this place? Looks like you're doing a lot of hard work catching fish every day. So I got to making a fish farm and finished it in a single day yesterday. Holy cow. A single day? You can grow fish and multiply them out here. First, come over to the first section. My horny ass could definitely come to the first section. Fish farms need to have the right environments for their fish. Each section has fish from a different depth. This is where you can grow fish that live in the depth of 0 to 50 meters. Each section has limited space, and once the density reaches 100, no more fish can fit. Of course, you can pay money to expand them. Now come along. Beautiful. I added a few fish to start you off. How to pluck them out so they can be eaten. Pay attention. Fish in the fish farm can be sent to Bancho Sushi to be used as ingredients or sold directly. Even if you fail to catch fish because you were so busy exploring, you won't need to worry. But how do we add fish to the farm? Catching them will kill them. You can farm them by collecting fish eggs. If you capture some fish alive, you'll sometimes get fish eggs. The eggs will automatically be sent here. If you have 2 or more of the same type, they can also multiply. I've placed 2 fish each, so you should be able to see the results tomorrow. Okay. How many slurp juices do they take? I gotta go look at the white paper again. Okay. I would like to save the game by going to settings and scrolling down to save and return to title. Okay, /marker. /marker Dave the Diver.